Welcome. My name is Fernando and I will be presenting on how to predict sovereign credit ratings using worldwide governance indicators using classification models. The topics I will cover in this presentation are the background of the project, information about the data, some interesting insights, the model, and conclusion and recommendations, and some further work to expand this project. The World Bank's mission is to end extreme poverty and to promote shared prosperity. It does this in several ways. However, the most prominent one is by providing loans for development-focused projects, which then countries repay with interest. The issue is, how does the World Bank ensure it is repaid sufficiently well on the loans it makes? Also, the worldwide governance indicators are not currently being used by the World Bank to allocate resources. From the data, I found out that from the 205 countries included in worldwide governance indicators for the year 2018, 81 did not get a sovereign credit rating. The data used in this project include the worldwide governance indicators, which account for 6 dimensions of governance for over 200 countries and territories over the period of 1996 to 2018. This data was obtained from the World Bank's data bank. I also used sovereign credit ratings for the countries that received a credit rating over the same period of time. These ratings were grouped in the following 8 grades, ordered by level of risk. Now, let's look at the governance indicators for time. These are worldwide averages for each of the years. The data has already been scaled and centered around 0. We can see that rule of law and voice and accountability start with lower values than the other indicators before converging by 2004. Then they all take a dive around 2016-2017, which is interesting given that the US recession started around December 2017. Then it follows a period of high volatility before starting to level off in 2016. As we would expect, lower levels of risk mean higher levels for each of the indicators. We can see from the box plots below, they all fairly follow a decreasing pattern as we increase the risk rate. Let's look at how rating grades are allocated per region. We can appreciate that North America, East Asia and Pacific, Europe and Central Asia are the only 3 regions that received prime and high grade ratings, while Sub-Saharan Africa has mostly highly speculative rating grade. However, Latin America and the Caribbean is the region with most extremely speculative ratings received. The classification model. The table on the left includes all credit ratings for the 3 main credit rating agencies, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch. The original data had over 40 unique credit ratings. In order to have sufficient data to train the model, I decided to group them by grades, resulting in 8 different grades. The table serves as an equivalency table. I trained 3 different models optimizing for precision. This metric is important because the World Bank has to offer competitive loan terms to its member countries that are commensurate to risk, for all levels of risk. The top performing model was K-nearest neighbors with a precision of over 51%. This is relevant given that we have 8 different classes. On the bar chart below, the features are listed by level of importance to the model, rule of law being the most important one. In conclusion, I have built a model that achieves a precision score of about 51%. This model is not intended to replace more current, more robust models, but it could be used as a feature engineering model that outputs a new feature to be used in existing models and increase their performance. The table on the left is a subset of countries that did not receive a credit rating for the year 2018. The column labeled rating underscore Y contains the predictions made by the model. Regarding next steps for the project, it would be interesting to take into account income levels for each of the countries in each year and see its effect in performance. We could also perform time series analysis on the worldwide governance indicators to forecast future values, and use the model to predict credit grades using these forecasted values. Also, we could carry out hypothesis testing to find out if the difference in worldwide governance indicators among regions, income levels, and rating grades are statistically significant. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section.